This time around, we have Gyarados, a Pokemon that exemplifies the notion of zero to hero long before palafin even existed. Gyarados is based on the Leviathan, a monster whose pokedex entry states it is capable of destroying entire cities, which would explain why no one has found the underwater ruins of Atlantis. And while Gyarados was certainly not allowed to destroy buildings in the Pokemon universe, does it still have the potential to totally destroy its opposition in the Gen 1 games? Or did Magikarp not evolve into such a radically more useful Pokemon after all? Let's find out. In Red and Blue, you can get a Magikarp for a measly 500 Pokedollars from a shady guy at the Pokemon Center before Mount Moon, which, to be fair, is extremely cheap compared to the other Pokemon that money can buy. Though I guess there are Pokemon that are completely free to get as well. This video is, of course, not about Magikarp, as I am pretty sure our audience is smart enough to know how useless Magikarp is, except for the one guy that watches this great content as does not elect to subscribe. To be evolved into Gyarados, Magikarp, which is notorious for how slow it levels up, will have to be switch trained until level 15 to get Tackle, and then trained even more to reach level 20 where it finally becomes a Gyarados. After you get this Pokemon that will probably take you more time than a speedrunner takes to beat the entire game altogether, Gyarados will learn Bite upon evolving, which is not a great move, but it's not bad. What is great about Gyarados is the stats. I mean, look at these things. This thing is in the 7th place of all Gen 1 Pokemon in terms of base stat total, tied with Executor, and you can get it pretty early in the game. With such power, any trainer in Mount Moon that you did not defeat while leveling up Magikarp will fold so easily, and guess what? So does Misty. She will have absolutely nothing to say to that massive snake with the monstrous attack stat of 125, and water typing to resist her bubble beams. Gyarados is simply too strong for its opposition. No Geodude or Onix can beat it 1v1 from full HP. Such a trend goes all the way to the rival fight number 3, where Gyarados is also great. Oh, and guess what? By this point in the game, you have Bubble Beam, a not so bad water move, and freaking Body Slam. Body Slam Gyarados is bonkers for this point in the game and has a decent chance of soloing a rival. Unfortunately though, Gyarados will be a complete slave to heavy RNG as it takes on Surge and Thunderbolt, or even crit Thundershock from Raichu will make it go all the way back to the Abyss, interrupting Gyarados' dominance over the Kanto early game. Thanks to Bubble Beam and Body Slam, Gyarados will have something for everyone that Rock Tunnel has to oppose it with, leaving the path to Erica wide open. Gyarados can get TM Ice Beam, which is of course extremely valuable for out-damaging Vileplume and Victory Bell. That may or may not be sufficient to completely solo the fight, but Gyarados will, in all cases, cause a massive dent on her team. And if the good gym leader Erica may have a glimmer of hope at surviving the might of Gyarados, the bad Giovanni will not be spared, as the combination of Bubble Beam and Body Slam will prove too much to handle for even the craftiest of evil geniuses, at least by Pokemon Universe standards. Rival Fight 4 will be an iteration of Rival Fight 3, and nothing really changes, except for the rival having more Mons and Gyarados giving more coverage, which kind of averages out. The Ghost of Pokemon Tower will not individually beat Gyarados, but may collectively overwhelm it as it is forced to use its special moves to fight it, which they are better at tanking. And from here, it does not get worse. See, the good thing about Gyarados is that it is a Pokemon with a great and versatile move pool, as well as massive stats to back that up. So when it gets to Fuchsia, HM Surf will only make it more equipped to handle Koga. Koga's Pokemon will drop to 2 or 3 Surfs apiece, and should be easy to deal with as long as the accuracy drops and reset with switching out happen. Now there is always the odds of Weezing exploding on you, but at least Gyarados is, for once, not to blame for this building being blown up. However, Gyarados can actually unleash its aggressiveness without fear of punishment in the Silph Co building, where it has a super effective move for any of the Rival 5's Pokemon if its trainer elects to give it Thunderbolt to bolster its coverage. That, of course, excludes Alakazam, but Body Slam from Gyarados does not need type effectiveness to be strong against it. Oh, speaking of Alakazam, guess what Sabrina has? Yup, a squad full of physically paper-thin 5,000 IQ idiots.
One eternity later.
After sweeping the Psychic Gym, either in large part or in total, Gyarados will have to face Blaine and Giovanni gyms, which... yeah.
2 hours later.
For the Pokemon League, Gyarados equipped with Body Slam, Thunderbolt, Surf, and Ice Beam will prove to be an absolute menace, getting at least 3 kills and probably 4 or 5 against Lorelei, many thanks to Thunderbolt, a complete carnage on Bruno, as he both one-shots Onix and resists fighting, and can dent Lance considerably, having a super effective move on everything. On Agatha, this will once again be great RNG moments, mainly in favor of Gyarados as it has decently good serves, and more importantly, the ability to tank many hits before falling. The champion will not be that different from the Rival fights, and yes, we did not forget Rival 6, it's just similar. Calm down, okay? Gyarados will once again get at least a few kills and perhaps beat most of the opposing Pokemon depending on luck, making it overall a formidable E4 Pokemon. In yellow, the changes the team receive do not affect Gyarados a lot, as it is just really good. The most important things are Giovanni now getting some more moves to OHKO it, making it, need to be careful. And the Rival gets Magneton or Jolteon depending on his team, which Gyarados cannot really deal with, making Gyarados still be absolutely bonkers, but ever slightly less than in Red and Blue. So, what do you think about Gen 1 Gyarados? Did you appreciate GF Game Freak's execution of trash Pokemon evolving into a demon concept? Or do you think it's still not worth the time spending to grind up for the young carp? Let us know in the comments, and as per usual, don't forget to like and subscribe to the channel. Check out these recent videos and have a nice one, folks.